environmental organizations wishing to access the Green Fund to help them finance their projects must go to the Green Fund Executing Unit at the Ministry of Planning and Development. This fund provides organizations with money for environmentally based projects. At the ministry, community liaison officers such as Ronaldo Osborne guide establishments interested in accessing the Green Fund.
What we always advise groups to do is to first make contact with the unit. One of the community liaison officers would engage with them to ascertain the eligibility of the organization and the eligibility of the project. So to ensure that the organization is properly registered, that they have been doing some sort of environmental work before applying to the Green Fund. So once the application form is completed, along with the Excel budget sheet as well, we receive it. We assign a number to them and an organization number to them as well. At that point, we would go through the application form to ensure that all supplemental documents are attached. For example, if they have physical maps, they may have pictures, they may have had previously funded projects, we would ask for the progress report, accounts for that project, Excel budget. We would ensure that they would have submitted the 3 quotes for everything that they're asking for from the Green Fund. Except for salaries would have to submit a justification, whether it is in line with public sector rate or some private sector rate.
Once the application is completed, it moves to the next phase of the process.
We send it forward to the Green Fund Advisory Committee, the GFAC. They are the ones that were put in place to ensure the fairness and transparency of all projects coming forward to the Green Fund. Right? What needs to be understood is that the unit doesn't have any jurisdiction to, let's say, deny any application once the organization is eligible and the activity is eligible. That falls under the purview of the GFAC and the incumbent minister with responsibility for the environment. So the GFAC would review the application. They have their own selection criteria. When they review the application, they would then call in the group to have one or more meetings with them where they will be able to discuss the initiative and all the other nuances as it relates to that. That would help to inform the scoring of the selection criteria. Now, and once the GFAC is satisfied with the exchange and all the information, they would then advise the minister on certification or denial of application. If an application is denied for any reason, the group would receive a letter in writing stating the reasons why the application was denied. At that point, the group will have the opportunity to appeal the judgment by either addressing the concerns, changing their application form to be more in line or more in equal areas or whatever the issue or the prevailing issue was, and then they'll be able to resubmit it to the GFAC.
There are levels of accountability and record keeping which organizations must adhere to while using this funding. The community liaison officer says the money is given in tranches.
Earlier, under the MOA, there's a disbursement schedule because the Green Fund doesn't give the organization 100% of whatever they are requesting. Project officer will be assigned to the organization, and the project officer will work with the group to take them from certification to completion of the project. The organization would have to submit to the accounts department the books, the accounts, the receipts, everything relating to the accounting side of it. And then we have an internal audit team that comes in to review the accounts and also the notes from the project officer. And once it is satisfied that they have completed that objective, they will then get the money for the other charge.
Community Liaison Officer Ronaldo Osborne sharing insight into how interested organizations can access the Green Fund. The Ministry of Planning and Development believes that the fund is having a positive impact on numerous communities and groups and calls on environmental organizations desirous of accessing financial assistance to contact the Green Fund Executing Unit at 225-3319, 225-3320, or visit the Green Fund Facebook page.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister, Communication.